the man at State Farm said he can't match his price to Progressive. He said Progressive is out. I said, man, I'm already paying $3.13, whatever the price was gonna be at State Farm. I said, sir, them people already tracking my drive with the other thing.
Hello.
They talking about they can't match me.
Hello. Welcome.
Welcome, party people. Today we're talking about.
Wow. Can y'all believe OJ died today? Wow. Hey, if the glove don't fit, you gotta quit.
Some people were going in on the comments on Twitter.
But I can't believe what Caitlyn Jenner said.
Somebody said you next, Mrs. Doubtfire, or what that thing? One of them characters. I was like, oh my.
How y'all doing? You like me? You like me in red? You like my red hair? I was like, where is my red hair?
Somebody boiling something?
Me.
Oh, which boiling?
Boiling for my feet.
Oh, yeah, that's what I have. I have done this crap.
Where is my where is my apple cider vinegar?
You want some noodles for real, son? Noodle head.
I'm gonna have to, when I get off of here, I'm gonna go to Walmart. Get apple cider vinegar. How I feel outside?
It was cool, rainy.
Hello, how are y'all doing today? Welcome to the Nancy B Show.
Oh,
Let me tell you a little something about Nancy B.
I had to call it in because I got cash.
Guess what? I love
Captain Louis.
I love perfume. I love to smell good. I like Prada. I like uh I'm about to say Good White. What's the name of that perfume?
What?
Good Girl.
Good Girl by Carolina Herrera.
Good Girl by Carolina Herrera. But my favorite of all time is Chanel. I love Chanel anything.
Oh, yes, ma'am. I want a place to go order.
I hear that, girls. You see who got the money, huh?
I want to pick up from the Duluth location.
She's the boss.
Sure, 678 467 1416.
She the one makes all the money.
Yes, ma'am. Let me have the Dungeness crab in the Captain Louis sauce. Make it hot. And also, let me have two things of your garlic noodles.
Oh, you hear that?
Yes.
She eats good, y'all.
That'll be all.
She eats good. Mm-hmm. She eats well.
Okay, thank you.
Where's everybody at tonight?
Oh, not bad, son. Look, I called it in $47 versus if I'd have ordered it from the website, it'd have been $50.
How y'all doing tonight? Glad y'all here.
Ooh, yeah.
Asia, I need a Ronna on your phone. I need a 1 or 2 mama phone. Give me mama phone, Asia.
All right, I will do it.
All right.
I need a 1, a 2.
Because it say 0, I need about 3.
Want me to play the band for you? 1, 2.
I got 1. All right, Ron, I need a 1.
I need a 1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
Yes. Hey. So what's going on?
I think because I'm sitting right here. Now you got another viewer.
That's right. Hey, mother. Welcome to the chat, mom. Welcome to chat, Asia. Look, my family. Look, if nobody else come, my family always coming to support.
Don't forget to drop money in our cash app, you guys.
That's right. You see my cash app, huh?
Yeah, $50.
That's right. Look, join my membership and check out my merch. I got merch.
And 50% of the proceeds goes to me.
And don't forget to check out my super stickers. I got super stickers, super thanks. Yes, and my membership is only 99 cents.
Which is the cheapest membership.
The cheapest membership you're gonna get, 99 cents. Yes, yeah. But tonight, what we're gonna talk about is eating healthy. That we're gonna talk about because I need to lose a little weight. My house needs to lose a little weight.
I'm thinking about them gummy crab right now.
Yes, about the benefits. Now, let me tell y'all something that y'all don't know. I've been using castor oil and I've been putting castor oil in my navel. And guess what? It is so benefits. The benefits is.
You ever put it on your ankles like I told you?
Yes, I put it on my ankles.
You make your ankles feel better?
It makes my ankles feel better.
Told you.
I rub it on my husband every night. And I rub it on grandma.
You know what your wall remind me of? That game at the gas station when you getting the bonus.
Yeah, that's what I want to get in the bonus.
Yeah, you want to win 7 big ones.
7 big ones.
Boy, you win $500. Boy,
Ooh.
you see in that paper.
Yeah, that's how they gave me mine.
Where you want 500 at?
Right there.
At that gas station?
Uh-huh.
Maybe one day. That thing kept giving me $1, $8. I don't want that. I want the
So I came home quick.
As
soon as I won, I brought that home.
I want to be like them people. Where do you win $7 grand? Do they give you a check or give you cash?
They give you a check.
I don't know check. I don't how I know if it's gonna clear.
Oh, it's gonna clear. Let grocery store make money.
Yeah, I want mine to YouTube. Yeah.
I make. Hey, Mr. Bammett, how you doing?
Welcome to the chat.
Welcome to the chat. Thank you for coming. What I'm doing is we want to get it healthy. So Ronna been planting. So we're gonna have us some. What you planting, Ronna?
Tomatoes.
Tomatoes, cucumbers, and
we got tomatoes, cucumbers, and jalapeno peppers. Now look, I picked out some corn. I want him to do that corn too.
Corn on the cob?
Corn on the. I want corn, and I want watermelon. Well, Mr. Bammett, I want the sweetest watermelon in Georgia. Where can I find the sweetest watermelon in Georgia? The look, the peaches. The peaches. But you know what? Georgia is a peach state, but I like pears.
Them pears wasn't even never good last time I bought them. They was hard for
so this morning me and Ronna had watermelon and cantaloupe. Watermelon, cantaloupe. Yeah.
What you had to drink? Water or orange juice. We all got that bacon from.
If you drop your link, it's pound NBTS.
Hey, we all got that bacon from.
I don't know, ex grandma.
That bacon is salty.
Yes, but yes. I love eating healthy. So yeah, but the watermelon at Publix supposed to have the best watermelon, you know? But that watermelon was tardy, it wasn't good. Oh, okay. Passing through Tehran, I did that Q code. Check out your feed stores. Okay. Ron, he said he did the Q code.
Already commented.
Oh yeah.
Get my eat.
Yeah, Mr. Bamman. Yeah, because I want to get some good watermelon.
Oh,
Because I don't like I don't like drinking a lot of water. And they said that if I get the watermelon and the cantaloupe, that'll help me.
you still got to drink water.
I'll be drinking water,
but water is the essential of life. It flushes you out.
Yeah, well, go get my water in my room, in my cup at Buc-ee's. Yeah, so.
Well, the stuff that we get from the soil. Did that one pull the shirt out?
It's a, you hung them up.
Talking about the one we bought.
And look, I had got a lot of stuff from the Saw family. Hey, April Showers. There go my member right there. April Showers. Hey. So yeah. So I've been putting organic castor oil on my navel. And I noticed a big difference. It's been shrinking my belly. And my belly is not swollen no more. You know how your belly be swollen from indigestion? Oh no, it's not swollen no more. You need the thing for to get on?
Yep.
Okay.
My headset is working.
All right, that's the link. If y'all want to come up here.
15, 20 minutes. 15.
But yeah, guess what? I had such a good time at the Saw family meeting you and your wife. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed meeting everybody this weekend. We had us a good time. And sitting down there, enjoying Miss T and her daughter, and Triple Threat. And, and just everybody at that table with us. We just had us a good time. Yep, we had us a good time. And I love that fried chicken. Oh, my God. That chicken was good. And the sweet potatoes. Oh, my God. Them sweet potatoes, those were my two favorites. The fried chicken and the sweet potatoes. Now, Ronald, he loved the roast, the rice. I think he ate everything at the table. I ate everything but the lima beans and the roast and the rice. Yeah, so I enjoyed everything. And I enjoyed the hotel. Now, the breakfast, it wasn't too, They could have done better on the breakfast. Hey, girl, how you doing?
I'm doing fine. What's up? I like that when you got on.
Yeah, you like this one, girl?
Uh-huh.
Look, I've been at this one.
Yeah, you like me. I got about 50 of them. Well, now I'm down to 20. Some of them was so old. I
Right.
had to just throw out. But, yeah, I can't worry about hair no more. Long as I keep it washed, conditioned. We just have some bad hair. That's just all it is to it. And so, and if you don't want to keep putting perms in it,
Right.
Which causes cancer, then this is what you live with. And then
Right.
I don't have the time I spent so much money on natural hair products
Right.
that I was just like, you know what? Skip this. Wash, condition, hats, wigs, hair pieces. They make some beautiful
That's
hair
what I
pieces.
that what I said. I was like, look, I was going everywhere looking for a piece, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I couldn't find. I said, wait a minute, I got a red piece somewhere. But guess what? When you're going out of town and you're looking for something, it didn't. I didn't find it, right? So how
Yeah.
about yesterday? I found it,
Oh, I know that always happens.
and
Yeah,
I
I
wasn't even
see.
looking for it.
Yeah, I see y'all was at that soul festival. That was nice.
Girl, let me tell you about the Soil Festival. They
Hey,
do it.
y'all hear me?
They do it every year. Yeah, we hear you. They
We
Hey,
hear
Miss
you.
April Showers.
Hey, how you doing, DJ Ryan?
Done pretty good. Done pretty good.
they do that.
Mm-hmm.
They do that every year, and it is so nice. All you have to do is get there and pay for your food the one day, and that's like $50. But
Uh-huh.
and then you pay for your own hotel. But other
Right.
than that, it's not expensive. You meeting everybody.
Right.
We
Right.
met Mr. Bammett, we met Miss T,
Oh
Triple
yeah.
Threat.
Mm, yeah.
We met all. Look, I met Yaya last year. She came. I met Yaya and her
Oh,
husband
okay.
Tim.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and we met so many people.
Oh, that was nice. Cause that's in Savannah, Georgia.
Yes, this is
So
Savannah, Georgia, and guess what?
Right.
They have like like when you go to they got that one strip right where they have
mm-hmm.
cotton candy and the popcorn and the candy apples and the pecan candy.
Oh yeah, Miss April. It's like a outside outlet mall or something on that whole strip.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, like I say, we have so many family events. Like my cousin, she does the Memorial Day at
Okay,
Hmm.
her home. So I have so many family events that
uh-huh.
I do on the holidays because I want to go to the crawfish that African Dreaming and all of them are having in
Right,
Houston. But that's during the time of the family get together.
right,
And so, gotta go see the family.
right,
Gotta go
Right.
see them.
Right. Right. Right.
Because we so small, we all we got.
right,
And they some in Dallas now, but I had just seen all of them when I was on the cruise and went back to South Carolina. And then I told them, I said, shoot, I I don't know, this last plane ride I was on, and I've been riding airplanes, shoot, since 1979, because my first airplane ride was to Hawaii for our senior class trip.
right.
But I'm going to tell you, this turbulence, that stuff sort of affected me this time.
Oh
That
goodness,
that turbulence, girl, that plane was shaking. Girl, I was hollering and screaming.
I can believe it.
And the guy sitting next to me, I can laugh at it now when I tell the story. He just grabbed my hand, girl, and we started praying.
Right.
But that turbulence, I said, what did all of this? And the plane was shaking, girl. I'm like, oh no, I wasn't too thrilled. And coming back, it wasn't that bad. But what I
Right.
did is I made sure I didn't go to sleep that night. So when I got on that plane, I went right to sleep. I
Right.
went right to sleep because I said I can't deal with this turbulence again. Not
Right.
with no plane just rocking and shaking.
Right.
And have you ever taken a cruise,
Yes.
Nancy
Oh,
B?
girl, look, we went to the Bahamas, and
Girl,
girl, I ate everything on that ship.
girl, when that was my first cruise going on, and I did have friends try to tell me to take a cruise for years and years and years.
Uh-huh.
But again, like I say, we was with us having such a small family, we was always at somebody's wedding or engagement. We did stuff as a family.
Right.
And
Right.
and most of the older ones, I don't think they would have got on no cruise boat. I know my mother probably would have. But
Oh, oh yeah.
this was my first cruise, and honey, I am hooked. So I will be taking a cruise like
I know that's right.
every other year. But we didn't even get to dock because the weather was so bad. Now I
Oh
did not
wow.
feel the cruise boat for the first 3 days. Girl,
Uh-huh.
we come in that storm and that cruise got the rocking. The cruise boat, girl, it got to shaking a little bit. I said, Lord, thank God I got my Xanax. I took my Xanax and I just went upstairs and I was just talking with people. I'm like, oh well, we out here. I took a lot of videos. It was cold,
Uh-huh.
windy, wig blew off. Girl, it
Oh no.
it was but we had fun,
You
you know.
sure? Yeah, because I seen one time you was dressed like a Run DMC.
Yeah, we was Run DMC for the 80s party. And see, we were supposed to have an all white party and
Uh-huh.
then a Motown party. And
Uh-huh.
so the weather was so bad, it rained the entire time. And that Sunday night was the only night we could do that. We was able to do that 80s party. And I'm like, thank goodness we can at least party one night on the deck. I
Right.
mean, you couldn't lay out during the day uh,
Yeah.
and just
Oh
sit
yeah.
out and look at the movies. And when it, got a little dust, they would show a movie every night. But we couldn't even do that. But they had a lot of entertainment on the ship. So, like I tell people, even though we couldn't be out in the deck a lot, they still got lots of stuff in the boat. We did the
So do.
comedy shows, trivia. I did karaoke.
And my
Um,
favorite, the casino. They got the casino.
oh yeah,
I
honey.
love that.
I don't want to even talk about the casino. Yeah, I just
Oh,
that's a blur. I was in there, but I wasn't.
I understand. Look, I
You know
That
what
sound
understand.
like
I'm
a hey,
saying?
that sound like a short stay right there.
No, I was in there, but I don't want to talk about being in there. Hell, I lost. Yeah,
Oh
Look,
yeah,
yeah.
I
I
feel your
lost.
pain.
We understand.
Hmm.
We understand.
Yeah, I lost. But yeah, it was nice. So with us not being able to dock,
Uh-huh.
they gave us $50, each person $50 back. They put on our rooms,
Oh
Oh,
and I
that's
wow.
think,
nice.
yeah, and then we got half off another cruise, and
Oh,
so
that was
we
sweet right
all
there.
gonna, yeah, we all gonna try to take another cruise next year
Oh yeah, that's
together.
nice.
Yeah, and then we'll go on a different boat this time too. We
Oh
went on
yeah.
a Carnival Sunshine,
Oh yeah.
and they dock out of Charleston, South Carolina, which in December that port closes. They'll be going out of Norfolk, Virginia now. So I
Mm.
want to go out of Miami because I've been trying to get to Miami since the show Miami Vice.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah.
we was able to go out there one year for my birthday. Hey, Miami, hey, it has a lot to get into out there.
hmm Yeah.
Gee.
And
We had
so,
fun.
yeah.
Well,
But
look,
I've
look, I
always
want to go back to
traveled.
Vegas.
Girl, now you know what? I mean, I finally made it to Vegas, and it was, you know, I'm like, oh, I finally made it. I finally made it. It was nice. Um, if I win again, it would be okay. But if I didn't, it would be okay too.
That's
Um,
right.
yeah. But seeing those hotels and everything, I was
Yeah.
in awe. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah,
and
it
there's
look a
so
whole
much
lot
to
different in
do.
person, don't it?
Oh man, when we came from the airport and
Uh-huh.
we made that turn around that curve, and I
Mhm.
saw them hotels. I was like, oh, I finally made it, and look how big. It's really big like this. Yeah. And then I finally made it to New York. So I'm trying to do the things I've always wanted to do.
Yeah, that's what I want to do. All the things I want to do. I want to
Oh,
go
I
to
want to do.
California. I want to go to Hollywood. I want to see the Hollywood stars. I want to eat at Roscoe's chicken and
Oh
waffles
yeah, I did that. We did that.
and Fat
Yeah,
Burger. Hmm.
yeah, and we ate at Fat Burgers too. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to find all of my pictures. Yeah, girl, LA was something.
yeah.
Woo,
That's why I want to go to
honey, they got like 8 lanes of traffic there.
LA. Ooh,
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they got us. We maxed out
yeah.
about 5 or 6.
LA got 8. Ooh, and when I tell you it was crowded, we went to Skid Row. We went all over. We went
oh,
to
I
where
hear
they
everybody always talk about that Fat Burgers place. That must be the spot.
well remember in Sanford and Sons, Red Fox used to talk about get me one of them juicy fat burgers.
right.
Yeah.
Hey, now, how is the Fat Burger? Is it good, like they say?
It's good. It
Okay.
is. It's good. It's good, but I know people that's been eating them longer might say that they don't taste the same or they different or something. Because
Uh-huh.
that's like some of the food places here, they done start cooking with different oil and different things, but it was good.
Right.
Yeah, girl, I went down there on Rodeo Drive,
Oh yes.
girl, and I walked in them stores and I somehow just said, well, I'm sure not Julie Roberts. Ain't nobody paying my tab.
I know that's
Mhm.
right.
And yeah, we went all over Venice Beach, um,
Yeah, I hear that's another popular
the-
spot too.
and then the Wax Museum.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah. You have to hit the
yeah,
wax
we did
museum.
all of that.
It sounds
But
like you had a
yeah,
good time.
oh yeah, I've been having a good time. We done always travel, but I had some health issues where I had to stop, and then I really didn't think I would have a desire to travel that much. I didn't have a desire to travel that much once I lost my mom, my
Mm-hmm.
uncle, and my cousin. Because we
Mm-hmm.
all traveled together as a family. But, and this was a family trip too. Me and my first cousin, my sister, and her husband, and his relatives, and a friend. And we always traveled together as a family. And when I lost them, it just took so much out of me.
Oh
I
yeah.
just couldn't plan, couldn't plan nothing. Just didn't want to do nothing, and
Hmm.
I'm glad I can get back up again, and life does go on. But it took me a while, cause when you so used to going places with certain people and stuff,
Yeah.
it's cool, cause everybody
Yeah.
can't can't go on no trips and get along and or be in the cars
Right.
and different things like that. So, but yeah,
Welcome to
we
the
had
chat.
we had a great time, a beautiful time, and you know, let the travels begin all
Hey,
over.
now.
hmm And so I'm gonna get in touch with my cousin and see for sure if she's gonna have her Memorial Day thing. If not, I think I'ma probably go to that crawfish festival that African Dream and them happen. And then that way I can meet some of these people. It's
Oh
good
yeah.
to meet some of these people. You be
Right.
going in their channels and different things, to see
Right.
people in person and give them a hug because that's how we used to do with the music groups that I belong to. We
Right.
had meet and greets where everybody met each other and stuff. hmm
That's right.
Yeah. So, are you growing a garden now, or do y'all grow a garden?
Ronald started growing a few things. Ronald growing tomatoes and peppers. You know,
Yeah, what I got? Yeah, what is it? Jalapeno peppers, tomatoes, cucumbers, and onions.
I
oh,
know your mother-in-law helping you with the garden, ain't she? Cause she know,
Huh?
right? Your mother-in-law, is she helping you?
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay.
Nope. Nope. Last year was my first year ever planting anything. It came out pretty good though. I did some bell peppers and tomatoes last year.
And my mother, she grew a garden every year. But I thought I was too cute to be getting dirty and stuff. She used to have somebody kill that dirt and all of that other stuff. And now I wished I would have really learned how to garden now that she gone. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, see me, I'm doing mine straight on the porch. I got some starter pots that I'm starting with. So once they get a
oh,
little
okay.
bigger, yeah, once they get a little bigger, then I'm gonna transfer them.
Oh, okay.
but we
See,
had more seeds in that, didn't we? Remember them seeds that
Oh,
we? Yeah. Why you didn't do a
ooh,
few
we
more?
right now my little lid's full, so
Oh,
I'm just
okay.
yeah, I'm gonna just wait till
oh,
those
okay.
grow. Yeah, I'm gonna wait till those grow out, and they just start from there.
Yeah, cut off. That's for my feet.
Now, see,
Where's my apple
where I
cider?
stay at, they'll have somebody come till the dirt and
Hmm.
I'll plant some greens and some tomatoes like I did last year. Some
Right, right.
greens, tomatoes, and what else? Oh, cabbage. Uh, and
Oh, you
something
got a
else.
good garden now.
Oh, you got
Well,
cabbage.
over here where I stay at, we got a lot of older people, so they know. So I helped them. Somebody came and tilled the dirt for us, and we
Hmm.
planted the seeds, and then we just had to go out there and water it every day. Uh-huh. Because I like
Okay.
to eat fried green tomatoes.
I never had that. How that taste?
Oh, fried green tomatoes taste just like okra, because that used to
Hmm.
be a meal. Fried green tomatoes and fried okras, that would be a meal for us sometimes.
I definitely know about that fried okra.
You ain't never had fried green tomatoes? What about you, Nancy B?
I never had that.
Oh, okay.
Mama ain't
I
cooked
done
it.
had fried okra, smothered okra. I done had that.
If mama cooked it, I ain't never seen it.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah.
Fried tomato, green tomato.
Put that bacon juice and some onion and just let it smother down. That's all that is.
Fried green tomatoes and the
Hmm.
okra together with the cornmeal. Shake them up into cornmeal. I miss all of that cooking.
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
Mama made some pig feast the other day. with some
Oh,
rice and
girl.
potato salad.
Oh, my goodness. I need to come visit y'all for a week.
Hey,
Girl,
come on, come on. Just let us know when you
I
coming.
ain't had no good old crowded peas or speckled butter beans or nothing in a long time. Mm-mm. No, I miss all of that good cooking. People don't know. And that food, you know, now about a month ago, I did get some crowded peas, and I did cook them and put some turkey meat in them to last me for a while. Then I made some cabbage. But with it just being me, it's so hard to cook small,
Mhm.
and I end up with all of this food, and we have many refrigerators, so I don't have a lot of freezer space that I end up throwing away a lot of my food.
Oh
Yeah,
no.
right. And you know, food is too expensive now to be
Yes,
throwing away.
inflation. Look, what they say, inflation, inflation.
Girl, I don't know what they done come up with, but they can't make me think that food's supposed to be this high. Come up with, but
Yeah, you got a point on that.
yeah, you know, inflation where like y'all done got all of y'all money back that y'all gave us from COVID. So,
Right.
you know, y'all should be fine. Mm.
Oh, did they get it back? Jeez.
Yeah, even
Hey,
with the gas prices and everything. And then
Hey, grandma.
they say ain't nothing going down.
shit, for real.
And
Everything
you
up but
ought to
our
see
check.
me. I'm forever trying to find somebody with a damn food stamp card.
Hey, I think that's in high demand right now.
That's the hardest
Mm-mm.
thing to find.
Girl, honey, and when they come, I be on the phone calling folks. Please tell them to hold up. Please just wait, just wait. If they
Hold
come over
on,
here to
hold
the
on.
building, yeah, yeah, you might get lucky now. But when that, you know, it's rare. It's rare now. Mm-mm.
Right.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna try to do. And your mom done made you some pig feet. Lord, how much?
Oh, I don't
Mm,
eat pig feet, but mama made pig feet.
You didn't eat them?
I don't eat pig feet.
What part of the pig you eat?
Bacon.
I eat
What about the
pigtails.
pig ears? You don't eat the pig ears, the pigtails,
I eat
No,
the
I don't
pigtails.
eat pigtail.
Yeah, I eat them pigtails and some beans. Yes, indeed.
and the pig ears? Girl, that's a good
Oh,
old.
I eat the pig. Hey, I eat the pig lips.
The lips, now see, I didn't even know they was doing lips.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's a southern thing down in Louisiana. So you
yeah.
can
Oh,
find that.
girl, them pig lips and a bag of potato chips. Oh, that's heavy.
Mhm. What about them pickle pig feet they be selling in the bars, you know?
Oh yeah,
Look
they have that in Louisiana too. Girl,
mm,
look, that's a top meal down there.
hmm yeah.
What they got them pickle eggs and something
Oh
else.
yeah. hmm Yeah, I be telling people, some people say pork ain't good for you. Some people say beef ain't good for you. I said, you know what? I'm just gonna eat. Cause you know, some gonna take me out of here. And I
Right.
just can't walk around starving
That's
and
right.
say,
Me either.
you know, like I'm not going to be walking around here starving or craving food or craving anything. Cause some gonna take me out of here. And
Well, you
so,
might well be happy, huh?
right. Yeah. Yeah. So, all right. Well, I just came up here to chit chat with y'all for a minute. I'm a, I'm a drop on down in case anybody else want to come up. But I sure wish I was down there had my mother cooking them good meals for me. Waiting on the invitation.
Hey, you heard what she said. You come anytime.
Oh my
You
goodness.
can come anytime.
Hey, look, not to clear the throat.
Yeah. Where you say y'all live at now?
In
'Cause
Lawrenceville, Georgia.
oh, what's the major airport by there?
What's that? Oh, God, dog, what's the name? I forgot the name of. That's a shame.
What's
All I
the
know is
nearest
Atlanta.
train
All I,
station?
it's the biggest one out here.
What's the nearest train station? Where would I get off at?
Nah, I ain't never got the train before.
Me neither. All we ever caught was the airplane.
Hmm.
Yeah, so pull the name of that airport up.
I know one
Look,
of my friends, Denise, I met through the music group. She lived in Houston, but she passed. And I said, girl, I used to go to Dallas 3 to 4 times a year when flights was $39 each way. Um, they haven't been that cheap. And then I got family down there,
shoot,
and she was,
matter of fact, Miss April, when we stayed in Louisiana, shoot, going to Houston was like a every other weekend thing for us. It was only like 4 hours.
oh, okay. Y'all lived in Houston too?
We lived in
No,
Baton
Baton
Rouge,
Rouge,
Louisiana.
Baton Rouge,
Oh,
Louisiana. It was
Baton
like,
Rouge, Louisiana. Y'all
Yeah.
used to go to Houston. Hey, was y'all affected by any of those hurricanes?
I mean, we had the a lot of the wind damage.
Our house was tore up.
Yep, that's what we got. We didn't get the water part, but we got the wind damage. You know, the blowing over trees.
Lights off
Uh,
for 2 weeks.
yep, lights off. Some of your roof missing. You know, the
So
usual
y'all
storm
got
stuff.
y'all house redone.
Oh,
Yeah, yep.
Mm-hmm.
Sure,
What
sure
was
did.
that like? Going without food and lights for 2 weeks.
well, we
Oh,
ain't going without no food.
well,
Cause look, if
well,
our lights wasn't on, my mama lights always be on. I don't know how where she live at. Her lights was always on, but
Mm-hmm.
ours was always off.
yeah, them primitive ages, Miss April. Shoot.
Oh,
Look, it looked like an Indian in the village out there. You see nothing but smoke. Everybody had them grills out. Couldn't do nothing
yeah.
else. Couldn't let that meat go bad.
Mm-hmm. I know when they had one of them hurricanes, I was living in Dallas, and a lot of them people came and stayed at the Embassy Suites.
Oh
And
yeah,
then
I love the Emerson Suites.
they came up there and stayed, and then a few months later, it was another hurricane. And some of the same people that was in Katrina was affected. Remember, it was like y'all had 2 hurricanes back to back. And
Oh my
some of them
goodness.
same
I
people
forgot.
came back. And I
Yeah, I
know,
forgot what year that was.
yeah. And I know one of my friends, she left. She's in Arizona because
Hmm.
she moved. She was from Louisiana. Then she moved to Houston. And then when Houston had that hurricane, she told her husband, I'm gone. I can't
Oh,
go anywhere, nowhere else where it's water. She got PTSD real bad. She get nightmares. She's living out in Arizona now. Yeah.
yeah, I could definitely tell you by going through them storms down there. Look, it ain't no fun.
Yeah. Wow. Wow.
Yeah, the worst hurricane I have to say, Katrina ain't hurt Baton Rouge like it hurt it New Orleans, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But I have to, Mama, what you say the worst hurricane was?
I can't think of the one, but
Mom,
they
What's her
had.
name? Rita or something?
my mama say Bessie was the worst hurricane from her time.
Okay.
I was gonna say Andrew.
Yeah, Hurricane Andrew. That's it.
All of them bad, but Hurricane Andrew tore up some stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. I tell you, hey, if anybody ain't never experienced that, I could tell you that is no fun.
Right. Look, hurricane, no lights. Look, no lights. Nothing ain't working. Tall ain't working. Nothing ain't working.
Yeah,
No
and
fun.
see, my sister and brother, they down there in Columbia, South Carolina. And that's why I won't move down there. I'm like, I don't even know how to swim. And y'all be forever having hurricanes. The last time they had one, it flipped. You know, it wasn't in their path, and then it flipped. That was like about 2 years ago? 2 or 3,
Yeah,
and it landed right there. I'm like, oh no. No.
cause you're right. You think about South Carolina, it's like right next door to that water, so it's
Uh-huh.
coming.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah,
So,
cause the hurricane, man. But look, we moved here and they got tornadoes. We ain't no tornadoes in Baton Rouge, but shoot, they got a whole bunch of tornadoes here, but not in the northern part, not where we at. But they've been having a whole bunch of
now,
tornadoes and
now,
rain.
what we used to up here is tornadoes, blizzards, snow blizzards, but it don't snow that much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it didn't snow here at all this year.
Mhm.
Yeah, surprising. Yeah, it didn't get that cold like it did that year though.
Right.
Uh-oh. What y'all think about OJ? They've been talking about OJ all
I
day.
know you, but you heard what Caitlyn Jenner said. Caitlyn Jenner said, "Good riddance."
And I'm like, oh yeah, what you mad because you know that was you was raising his daughter?
Right.
And then he was found not guilty in the court of law,
Right.
you know? And why y'all want to hold that over his head? He was found not guilty and they tampered with that evidence. His blood, his DNA wasn't on none of that blood and none of that stuff. I don't feel like he unalived them two. I feel like he might have known
Right.
or something. But you know, Nicole was into a whole lot of different things.
Right.
And then it was a guy that said he did it. But they wouldn't take his word.
No, they want the big fish. They ain't got time for the little one.
This guy, it's a what is that guy's name? Glenn Rogers. He took credit. He said he was the one that did that.
That probably went in one ear and out the other to them.
He did. They did, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Right. Say,
So I'm gonna come on down in case anybody else want to come on up
All
and
right.
chit chat.
look, we'll be getting out of here in about 5 minutes.
Hey, we appreciate you. We appreciate
you. We appreciate you coming and hanging out with us today. We
you.
love that. We
We'll
love
send you
that.
that invite too when it's time to cook them pig feet here.
We're gonna send you an
Yeah.
invite when it's time to cook them pig feet, or she cook them hog chitlins.
Oh yeah, some hog maws and with them hog maws cut up in them.
Yeah, she
And
cook chitlins and potato salad and rice. Oh yeah.
yeah, I said, well, for Mother's Day, you know that'll be the next good meal day coming up.
Rhonda need to get out there and do some ribs.
Mm-hmm.
Look, I want to go sit out in the backyard. Shoot, look, have my stuff up there and relax.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I ain't no outside person, but I go outside.
Yeah, I ain't really no outside person neither. You know, I don't like all them bugs and stuff flying all around.
Right,
And then with my family too, my sister and my brother, girl, they got them houses and they talking about deer be coming out there and stuff. I'm like, oh no. No.
I know we had a house. We
Mm-mm.
We was renting. That deer, they had about 4, 5 deers be coming out there all the time to eat the grass.
Yeah. I'm like, oh no. Mm-mm. Yeah.
I call that the wilderness.
Hey, look, the deer don't come out right. The deer don't come out over here.
No, but
Uh-huh.
it was more woody over that
It's
old
more
area where we
woody.
stayed at.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see
Yeah.
Bam and other little babies come through to be hopping on the fence back there.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Yeah.
But we definitely will give you that invite, Miss April, you know, when that dinner get ready, yeah.
Oh yeah. I'm getting look, I'm getting close. I'm getting close. I got 232 watch hours to get. So I'm getting
Okay, well,
close.
let me run your playlist over again.
Yeah,
Let
girl.
me, cause I runs it on my tablet. I'll run it again tonight.
Yeah, girl.
And
Cause look, I'm down. Look, I can tell they've been running it because I went from 4,000 to now I'm at 232.
yeah, yeah, you know, I take the screenshot and show you. So
Oh,
I'll start it,
I know you do.
start it again. Uh-huh. You should have been telling me, cause that's what I would tell people. Whoever needed watch hours, I would just put it on my tablet,
Right.
and
Right,
it
right.
would go all night. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And so I'll do it again, and that's for you to get fully monetized, right?
Right. I'll be fully monetized.
Oh, okay. So I'll do another video again tomorrow too.
I
Yeah.
appreciate it.
Okay. All right. Y'all have a good night.
You
All
too.
right.
All right, you too.
Okay. Bye.
Our girl live in Delaware. Miss Edna.
Yeah, I remember you showing me she coming down here on the 27th.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Miss Edna, that superstar, you know. We get to be starstruck.
Yeah, the lady with all the money.
I'm pull out my pen and pad. I'm saying, can I have your autograph?
Yeah. Wind down Wednesday.
That's what I'm talking about. Shoot. Miss Edna go have that motorcade coming in. Shoot, man. Look at that. They gonna tell you, is that the president? No, that's Miss Edna coming through.
Right.
Well, I tell you, that time went fast tonight.
It did. It did. It went fast tonight.
Yep, sure did.
Show them our shirts that we got from
Hey, you got somebody in the chat. What's that? Papa Will? Hey, we appreciate you.
Hey Papa Will, I appreciate you. I appreciate you
Appreciate
so
you.
much.
Oh yeah, for those that went to the Family Saw Expo, look, we got a one of a kind. I don't know if y'all can see it that good. Yeah, it's hard to see it.
If it ain't broke from Broke Farmer.
Yep, broke farmer there. It was an exclusive. If I can take this screen off so they can see it a whole lot better. All right, there you go. All right, here it is right here. Yep. Oh, broke farmer, yeah. Like I said, yeah, it was exclusive. If you that family saw meat, yes. Use a one time. Look, I don't think I'm gonna wear it is. Look, I'm gonna have to put this in a case or something.
Papa Will, you wanna come here and introduce your channel? Come on board on my stream, you want to introduce your channel?
Yep, yeah, we appreciate everybody coming in. Appreciate it. Yeah, last weekend was fun though, boy. Meeting everybody that we normally see on the YouTube channel. That was real fun. Now I'm
Right.
al- I'm already looking forward to next year already. Like it might even be a little bigger and better than this one, you know.
Yeah. All right. I just put in my StreamYard. All you gotta do is touch that and come on the chat. Touch the link I just put in, and you can come up and let people know about your channel.
Trying to get this straight. Yep, yeah, that was real fun though. Especially going to that museum. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
nah, that right there was real fun there. You know, watching the kids have their fun up in there.
Right, and drop your links too, so we can connect.
Trying to get everything straight. I'm glad this weather kind of passed over some. It ain't quite as bad.
Right.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I forgot. They should go on and get their food.
Oh, there we go. Hello. How you doing?
Hello, good afternoon, you guys.
Good
How's it
afternoon to
going? How's
you.
it
Let me put some
going?
light on my.
How you doing now?
Hold on, let me. Okay, there you go. All right, all right. Once again, how y'all doing today?
I'm
We
doing
doing
great.
pretty
How are
good.
you?
Pretty good.
I'm doing pretty good. I went and did my little geriatric exercises today, and showed up an hour late for an appointment that I thought was there a half an hour early for, but um, I get nervous when I go on other people's channels. I don't want to
Oh,
start. How old are you guys? Don't tell me. I'm 69 years old, man, and so I get nervous when I come around,
We we
chats and stuff because
we,
you're like, what's this old man talking about? I can get his
we
oh, no,
we
no.
49 and he'll be 50.
Nah, you just like family
Oh,
up
okay.
here. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
hey, you don't have to
All
never
right.
worry about nothing on our channel. Is family oriented. I don't have trolls on my stuff or anything
Mhm.
like that.
Yep. We just up here just having fun,
I
We
don't
just
either.
up here
get to
having
know
fun
people.
and getting to know people and let people
Yeah,
introduce
I
their
don't hate
channel
no
and all
trolls.
that. Yep.
Okay, well, my channel is the grandchild, or no, the child of my former TV show I had in San Jose, California.
Okay.
For 3.5 years, I had a TV show, and what that TV show represented was I'm I get bashed when I say this too. I'm an A-listed promoter in Northern California, meaning that you couldn't put on
Whoa.
more shows or more artists or shows for no money as I could. And then
Right.
a couple of friends, one of my friends is retired now. He's gonna come out here and see me in a couple of weeks. He said, "Man, you should go on TV." So I went to school and got certified with using the cameras at a junior college. While I was working on one of them extra junior college degrees I have, and I
Hmm.
took that to heart. And then I realized I didn't even need that. All I needed to do was take my 4-hour shows, break them down into 30 minutes, and then go upload them. So at first they say, "What do you want to come on every month?" I'm like, "No, dude, I want to come on every week." And after 2 weeks, we had like 70,000 viewers. And then 2.5 years later, we were up to like a 500,000 viewers because it was a community network channel. So
Wow.
I came out here to Vegas because two different people asked me, said, why don't you come to Vegas and help up and coming artists come to Vegas and be in shows out here? Because a lot of them had come out to Vegas and got ripped off. There wasn't even no show for them to be in. They just had sent their money ahead, and then there was nothing. I didn't believe in that kind of rip off
Oh,
stuff.
wow.
So I said, okay, I'll come check it out. And then I'm a veteran, right? And I hurt my back when I was in the service. So as I've gotten to be like 55 years old, it hurt me so bad that I was driving a security car and I couldn't do it no more. And then I didn't want to put up with the nonsense coming out of people's mouths that wasn't keeping a roof over my head. There's one thing I never got used to is having people, you're employed here, but I'm better than you. So you think that harassing me, you're going to keep your job? I said, I'll get you run up out of here. You really don't know how spiritual I'm connected, that I'll make something go wrong in your head, your family, your car, something will make you stop coming around me if that's the way you think you could act. So I said, no, Will, don't be like that, man. I think we're done. I said, huh? I looked to the right, and my spirit over there said, we done worked enough for somebody else, man. It's time for you to stop working for somebody else and work for us. And so I stopped that, and I wound up over here, and I went to what the military calls a stand down, where they have all these goods and services for veterans. So I said, man, I think I need to go see the dentist. So I went in there to see the dentist, and while she was examining the inside of my mouth, she said, you got a big lump in your throat back here. You probably should have that checked out. And I'm like, yeah, but I don't have no insurance. So she told me to go to the VA hospital. She put in a consult for me to see a cancer doctor. So they could check me, take a biopsy and see if I had cancer. Now, these two people that had talked me into coming out here, they both failed me. I got out here. I done gave up my home back in California, although what I had was a one-bedroom apartment above the garage behind the big house.
Right.
$1,150 back in 2010. I ain't paid $1,100 for a two-bedroom since I've been out here. I ain't paid $1,150 for nothing to live here. And so I kept going back and forth, and a couple of things made me stay here. One, my roommate that I kept from being homeless for years, kept him with jobs that paid money and stuff, kept him out of jail, all that stuff, right? And he went and had my name taken off my lease of my own apartment. I called up the owner. I said, how you do that? Well, he said, I don't care what he said. He ain't nobody here. I said, what you need to do is evict him because I ain't here. You done did that, now evict him. Kick him out. He can't afford to stay there without me, And I'm like, man, I ain't got nowhere to live here. And I had learned how I could. They have stuff out here in California, like weeklies. I never seen one before. A weekly? I could pay you weekly? I ain't gonna do it, but I could pay you weekly? No, not for me. But my unemployment was running out. And then I kept missing my Social Security appointment. I'd be in Vegas. They'd set up the appointment in California. I come to California. They're waiting for me over here in Vegas. I said, hold up. Just stop. Set that appointment up for here in Vegas. I got a reason I might have to be here. And sure enough, I went to the doctor. First, they had to give me you have to have a primary care doctor, which I couldn't get in California. They had a 6-month waiting list for primary care. And I didn't know that you had to have a primary care doctor to get seen. But they got all these different departments. You can't just walk in there and think, yeah, man, I'd like to see the cancer doctor. Do you have a primary care doctor that can get you a consult? No. So what had happened, the doctor When she gave me that consult, the first thing they did out here in Vegas is gave me a primary care doctor because cancer is a priority.
Right.
You know?
Right.
And so once he gave me that primary care doctor, I set up with that primary care doctor to have him take a look at my back, see why my back is killing me so bad. My back was so bad that I couldn't drive no more because I couldn't keep gassing and braking. I couldn't do that. And then I'd get back to the shed and go to get out my car, and then my legs would go out and stuff. I said, "What kind of security guard are you that you can't stand up, Butch? What's going on here, bro?" I said, "Oh no, I better start." I put that little hat on. You could see that spirit coming up out of my forehead, going out into the stratosphere to get me an answer. What are we gonna do? And then the answer said, "Hey man, right here where you are, go and tell them the problem you having with your back. Let them worry about whether you got cancer or not, but go and get set up and get your back looked at." Sure enough, they looked at my back and said I had 2 bulging discs in the lower part of my back, and my medical record in the military and as a civilian over the years, when they gathered it all up, they determined that I more than likely had hurt myself that day when I jumped off the side of a road to prevent, one side was practicing ambushes, and the other side was practicing escape ambush. So we was on the escape of ambush, and I jumped off the side of the road, and then I hit my back, and I looked back and slab of concrete must have been from when they laid the road there that they just kicked off the side of the road. Big old slab of concrete with it sticking out like this, and I jammed right down on my back on that.
Ooh.
And yeah. And I was young, though. I was only like 21, 22 years old when this happened, right? So you know how you are, when you're young. You didn't break it, are you hurt or are you injured? And I just thought that I was hurt. And then, I'd get up in the morning and kind of have a backache. And then I said, man, I'm going to the dispensary. I ain't going running with them today. I'm going on sick call. I thought it was a joke. I'm going on sick call, man. I ain't running today, man. I'm going on sick call,
Right.
And it paid off because they didn't put me out. It wasn't, they just, gave me bandages and stuff, just to keep me going. I just kept going. So I finished out my 4 years in the Army. But as I got older, you know how things happen. The older you get, y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all in advance, the older you get, the things you may have hurt yourself earlier in life, there's this little sneaky stuff. It's real sneaky. It's almost like a worm, but it's real sneaky. It's called arthritis. It can get in there, and it ain't like it feeds on it, but it like pokes at it and irritates it and inflames it.
Right.
And you can't even see it, right? So finish the story. I got the doctors to agree that I more than likely hurt myself while I was in the Army. And they gave me 40% disability based on the 20% for my back and 20% for my PTSD that haven't done hurt myself, just screwed up my head. I managed to get them to believe that. They even called security over on me, okay? That's how dramatic I was in getting this done, right? And so I took that letter, and then that weekly I was telling y'all about, I had moved across the street into an apartment. And they, my unemployment ran out. 3.5 years later, unemployment, all gone. And the part that Obama gave us, yep, I done used that all up too. And so we went to, I had learned how that if you get a 7-day notice, that you can file on that, which gives you time, if you just, it wasn't your payday yet, or you hadn't figured out how to get that money, it gave you a little more time to get it, right? So I show up in the courthouse saying to the judge, Your Honor, I just got declared disabled and I'm going to get my Social Security like as if I'm 66. And I just need a little more time here, and it's coming through. You know, and I have to pay all of this. I'm not a racist, and I'm not prejudiced because I know all of us are the same, especially in America. Don't make no difference how the Spaniards did you in the southern parts of America. Your ancestors are as black as we are. I'm a Native American. I don't know about people, but I'm a Native American, okay? And Native and South Americans, they've been so brainwashed to think that the white man don't like them, but we're lower than them on the totem pole, you know. So here's these people that barely have a job and very little education down here in the South, the Southwest. The Southwest is way different from the Central South, like Louisiana, Georgia, places like that. They think that they're better, okay? Not as intelligent as us, but socially better because the person that owns this company is Latino, and you work for them, but they don't know that the white man owns those Latinos that are giving you that job. So all of that stuff, right? So they kind of discriminated against
Right.
me and tell me, "Nah, Your Honor, we want him out." I said, "Great, let's do it. Give me all I came here for was to get this notice saying that I'm being evicted to take the my Social Security here. Can I get that notice? Because I don't care what this woman's talking about. I ain't got to give y'all nothing because the judge told them, hey, if you don't take this deal, y'all gonna have nothing coming. You ain't gonna be able to sue this guy for that back rent, nothing. Because I have a degree in administrative justice, so when you talk to the courts, like you know what you're talking about, and these people over here talking out their butt, you want to create homelessness. You want to have a veteran homeless in the street that you can't wait a couple weeks for. Is that what you want? Yes, Your Honor. He said, I'm telling you, if that's what you want, you ain't gonna have one nickel coming from this man ever. And so they declared, hey, I said, I only came here to get that notice from you, Your Honor, that I could take to my Social Security hearing tomorrow. That's all because this eviction and this declaration of service-connected disability, I'm getting my Social Security money like I'm 66 right now at 55. And that lady right there, I don't care nothing about her. She probably won't even be working there next month after they find out what she did. And so from that, I was given my Social Security, and they did determine that I had cancer. And the first thing people said, do you smoke? I said, it didn't have nothing to do with smoking. They go, oh, yeah, sure. But I asked that same question when they told me I had cancer. I said, that's from smoking cigarettes? They said, no, they had nothing to do with it. Your lungs look like you ain't never smoked a cigarette before in your life, but don't go telling nobody that. I said, well, then what? He said, did you live a stressful life? And then I thought, I sure did. All those years of putting hard-headed young adults that act like children on stage to help them become somebody, and then them become somebody and then don't bring nothing back to the kids that are still coming up behind them, stressed me out. I just didn't know it because I smoked that high-grade marijuana, and it just, slowed up the synapses in the back of my neck that I didn't realize how stressful it and that job and my back all culminated together what they were doing to me.
Wow.
I got over here and all of that was left back over there, man. They said, you got stress cancer. That's what lymphoma cancer is. It's like all in your body, like arthritis.
Mm-hmm.
And when your white blood cells die, they don't dissipate. They don't go away. They just linger. I'm like, well, what kind of cancer could that be? What's wrong with them just lingering? You can't stick a tube down or something and suck them all out? No, because they're all through your whole body. I said, okay. All right. So they declared me service-connected disabled. The VA said, he looked at the guy sitting next to him. He says, will Mr. Elias ever be able to do the kind of work he did, driving a truck, driving a security car? The guy looked, said, with that condition, nope. Nope. He said, okay, declaring you unemployable, Mr. Lyons. I said, what does that mean? That means that you're going to get your Social Security money right now, like as if you were 66. And the story behind that is when I left the family business, y'all have heard of leaving the farm and going into the city and getting involved in industry, right?
Right,
This is a
right.
quiz. Okay. Okay, y'all know what I'm talking about, right? Well, my family owned their own land and their own property and their own businesses. And two of my auntie and my cousin uh, were the first black women in the towns they lived in to own their own business. And my cousin Bessie White, if you ever heard of that book, 1001 Things That You Don't Know About Black People, you ever heard of that book?
Yeah,
I never heard of that
I
book.
heard that book.
Okay, you can look it up and share it. Well, my cousin is in there for being the first black woman to ever own a business in East St. Louis, Illinois. She's in there. So
Oh,
when I say leaving the family business and going into industry, do you know that that's what FICA was created for? I'm gonna get
come
educational
on.
on you guys now before I tell you what I do on my channel.
Hey,
FICA
that's
is
some good. Hey,
Federal
hey, you
Insurance
giving out some
Contribution.
good gems here.
But that's what I do. That's what my profession is. And I ain't always wore glasses, but I am kind of a geek. Okay. Yeah.
Hey,
So anyway,
hey, a
Federal
good
Insurance
one, a good one.
Contribution Act is a form of forced savings program because, like you, at them chickens, what other animals do you have? Got any pigs? I heard y'all talking
No,
about pigs earlier. Pigs, snooze, pig,
Oh,
neck bones,
no,
and
we
big
just talking
ears.
about
we
food.
were just talking about food. We don't have no animals.
Yeah, we own no animals.
Now, whose chicken is that I hear? Wait a minute. Oh, sorry. I be multitasking, trying to help people get watch time. I've learned that. I didn't realize that in the beginning, but I've learned that people can support you and let you drop your link, and then they can speak to their people. Hey, April Showers, honey, how you doing today? And help you to grow your channel. Like you said, you how many watch hours from having certification now
Two,
for having
two,
that
two,
4,000?
236, 236 hours.
236 hours. Yeah. And all your people, if this is the primary way that they help you with watch time, drop your links in your own chat to your shorts, your content, anything less than your 3-hour shows. Drop those links and get your people, because I tell my chat, in my chat, I do education, entertainment, and I, I can never remember that third E I do. But anyway, I help people understand what they're doing in business. I have a master's degree in business management, occupational skills training. I teach people how to be in business for themselves. That's what I meant about the stressful life. There are a lot of rappers and R&B singers in California that were nothing when they met me. Some of them, like the famous ones, had already been through record deals and still were broke because they didn't understand what they had signed, and they were young. Like if you're an artist and you need to go in the studio, they charge you for that. And if you don't pay it up
Right.
front, it's coming out of whatever receipts you have coming. Whatever concert they tell you to go be in, that you're going to go be in, and they're going to take the money for the money they claim they spit on you. But
So basically, a
like
lot of them
my
didn't
my
read.
favorite, I'm sorry, say that again.
So pretty much, basically, a lot of them didn't read when they got their contracts.
Yeah, because the basic contract in those days, I don't know how it is now that I'm not in the same industry, said, write a refusal. First, write a refusal. If I don't like the song you made, next. And if you ain't at the top of the list of people to promote, then you're just a downline that's signed to the label that ain't making no money. Well, I taught these guys how if you're gonna be the head at the label, then all of you guys that are on the label need to be also in that same show. Then we could have showcases. You be the headliner, and you guys all be showcase artists. That way you're in the show too. But what you got to do for you got to press up your CDs and bring them to the show. Don't just come late and show up with empty hands talking about when you go on. Because I might tell you ain't going on when I look over at you. You ain't going on. What do you mean, man? I say you showed up here late and you ain't bring nothing. You ain't brought no people. Ain't nobody here to see you. What I want to waste my time putting you on for? I'm the star here. I had to drill that in their heads. That's why I had that stress cancer. Because if you on a record label and you didn't read its instruction, it said that every dollar we spend on you, we're going to take it out of your royalties. We're going to take it out of any contracts you get to do any shows. And you can't go do shows on your own because you're under contract to us. If you go get in a show, whatever they're paying you, that's our money. We're the ones putting you in studios. We're the ones doing this for you and doing that for you, right? Well, a lot of them had gone through it. I ain't mentioning no names because you probably wouldn't recognize any of them if I mentioned them to you. So I'll just keep them to myself. But one of the people I know, y'all know that I know, is Kevin Hart. He owes me. The first time he ever got on stage was at a Juneteenth in San Jose, California in 2004. Nobody know who a Kevin Hart was. I stopped the show, made a little room, put him in there, and I told him, I said, just all I need from you is when you finish performing, tell everybody you're going to be over at my tent signing autographs. See? You're going to be over here signing autographs. And what I got is I got a tent set up with T-shirts. Like you got T-shirts. You know, I didn't say nothing, but that's my forte is having T-shirts to sell at my shows. That's why I started doing shows, was to sell T-shirts at them, right? And then when he got done, he came over. He signed about 20 autographs. I sold about 40 shirts. Never seen blood ever again. I'm like, well, that was nice, wasn't it? That was real nice, right? Come in, I get you up on stage. Because what happened was when he finished, he did such a great job that my competitor, who I'd known since he was 17 years old, he snatches Kevin Hart up and starts telling him, hey, man, I got friends here. I got friends there. I got friends there. Man, you ever been to Hollywood? No, man, I got a homie in Hollywood, man. I'm gonna get you seen there. And then he was gone. You know? And I didn't care because that wasn't my gig. I didn't do those things so I could be mad if you didn't give nothing back. You know? And if you didn't help me out with nothing, you just kept on rolling. Because the thing about when you know what you're doing, it kind of makes you wealthy. Like everything I know how to do, I can go anywhere and set up camp and do it with people I ain't never seen before. I ain't got to be following anybody around, taking people's idea, you know, this, that, and the other, and make something out of it. So what I do on my podcast is we were looking before COVID hit, and I'm way out here in Vegas. I said, you know what we need to do? We need to find a way on the internet to bring artists that are still in the Bay Area onto that platform, you know? And so we went through Zoom, Stripe. This turned out to be the best, the most all-around high objective, because you know how in your backstage here, on your right side, you got those groups. Fill that stuff up with entertainment. I mean, I know y'all are just talk kind of show, right? You talk to people here. You know, you bring people on and you just talk to them. I'm a music channel. I play music from these artists that I raised. Some of them done got so good that their music is copyright restricted now. But when I first came to YouTube, I was getting paid, huh?
I said,
When I first
wow,
came
that's
to
pretty
YouTube, I was
good.
getting paid like, yep. I was getting paid like a DJ when I first came to YouTube with all my experience and all my abilities, meaning that I knew whose music to play from where I was from. And I would get them noticed that way. And then YouTube, it wasn't because of me. YouTube went and changed the whole game. Told me that I had to have 1,000 subscribers to still get paid. You know, they switched up the program. I guess enough people got involved that I was of no value to them. Now they call themselves having their music copyright restricted. And I get that.
Yep,
I
sure
understand.
is.
Yeah. You must have yours on mute. Hey, what do y'all think about this new way YouTube has this chat fixed up, Nancy?
The vertical and horizontal.
Yeah, this is, well, I get the vertical and the horizontal, but I mean the way they got the pages set up now. Like, you remember, well, last week, all the chat, all the videos they wanted to list to you were all in a row here on the right side, remember?
Yeah.
Or y'all haven't noticed?
Yeah,
Are
I know
y'all
what
on
you're talking
phones? First of all, are y'all on phones?
about.
Well,
No, I'm on a
now
laptop.
you got to close up the chat. You got to close up the chat to go to remember whose channel whose chat you're in. You know, you got to close it up, and then when you open it back up, that's all that's over here on this right side now is your chat, and below it is just all these other things, and you can't tell, you know, on the left no more who's actually on live right now of the people that you go to that you're subscribed to. That's
Yeah, they done
So I'm just
totally done changed everything up.
And the notifications, like he did a premiere and I didn't know he came on because of the notification.
exactly.
Yep,
Yeah, you know, because
Yep.
and I'm sure somewhere in your YouTube studio they mentioned that they was going to make this change in April to this format. You know, but I didn't get that it was going to be like this. I mean, I'm going to get used to it. Got to, because it's here. You know,
Right.
and
Yeah, right.
And I'm the kind of person I don't snivel and whine over stuff I can't control. You know,
Me either.
and at 69, I've seen enough real life to know what you can't control. Why are you talking about it? You know,
Right.
Why are you talking about politics, religion, and who's going down this tube and who's going up that way? When in reality, we need to be trying to take care and talk about each other. So that's what I bring to my channel. Now, what I was doing, and then something came along, man, and all of a sudden I was in a whole different genre, meaning that Asiatics, especially Filipinos, man, those people, they do this thing a whole different way than we do. And I'm here to start sharing that maneuver because when I go in their chat, they immediately start getting me subscribers without even asking. They just start. I went from immediately.
Oh, okay.
I
I know what you're talking about.
and showed up.
Yeah, because what they do,
and one led me to the next one.
Yeah, because what they'll do, they'll make you a
then,
moderator, and then they'll have the other people go to your channel and connect with you.
Yeah, because they know, and I'm trying to teach people this, you know, on our side, you know, on the melanated and non-melanated English speaking side, that when you come into a person's chat, and if they give you a wrench, like you said, I don't get trolls. So there's nothing for you nobody here for you to put on timeout or nothing, or be standing at the door. It just looks like, oh, I must know you. because that person right there that just showed up here, he ain't got no wrench. And I've had those people, hey man, can I get a wrench? I'm like, dude, you got to keep coming back here for a while before you get a wrench from me. Get a wrench for what? Here's your link. I dropped it for you. You know, you don't need, there ain't no job up in here because you mess around and the way you said that, you didn't come in my chat saying hello to me.
Right.
What do you think I think about you? And I had to kind of glossary it up with the truth in my chat as we're going along. I said, because if you about to hit troll #1 status, I'm gonna feed you conversation and keep you right here with me, because that's watch time. I got some friends that troll. Oh, you invited. Come on up in here. You're watch time. Sitting in the bushes, not coming up and hitting that like button. You're still watch time. I ain't hating on you.
So,
Sit there in the bushes. Give me my watch time.
Right. And then when I get off of here, he'll be saying 85. I'm like, I only had one in the chat. Two in the chat, but when I get off, I got like 85.
That's crazy how that works, man.
I have that happening too. You know, I might get 6 likes, and then when I check the analytics the next day, I got 186 views. Like, where did all the
blow your
people come
mind
from?
on it.
Yeah, and I just continue to work with it because, like I said, what I first started doing, because all my life, since my mama first told me when I was 6 years old, we wasn't from Africa. And I kind of looked at her out of this eye. You should have seen my little light-skinned, rounded head looking at my mama kind of sideways. You know, they'd have took a picture of me and that shit would have went viral. I said, my mama must be crazy. She said, we ain't from Africa. I said, then where are we from then? She said, we're from right here. I said, that ain't what they told me in school. We was brought over here. What do you mean we from here? How are we gonna be from here and we ain't white? So as I went on in life, I started turning pages, and then I started learning. Hey, wait a minute, there wasn't no such thing as the transatlantic slave trade. They ain't brought no black people over here on no damn ships. Because before I got that far, I said, okay, they say 3 million Africans were stolen from Africa and brought over here, but they never reached here. They only made it to the islands. And out of that 3 million, only 6% of that made it that far. I said, well, that's only 180,000. 180,000 slaves, they done populated no damn America with all those black people in it. Something's wrong with these numbers. You know, I'm analytical like that. I done mapped it all out that this don't add up.
So you say the math ain't math.
Kept going the math wasn't mathing, man. You know, and then as I got older, I learned some things. Like, one, there's a transatlantic curve that if you try to sail a ship from West Africa, you ain't gonna make it. That's why in the story that they told us, that the guy that was guiding Columbus knew the routes. I'm like, how you gonna know the routes if you ain't never been over here? What routes are you talking about? All this crazy stuff. So what I learned as I went along in college is that if you want to come over here from West Africa, you got to sail past Great Britain, go up to the north, almost to Newfoundland, and then come across in upper Canada and the upper United States and come down. It's the only way you can get here. And Columbus and his crew, supposedly, when they came over here, they had the same problem that they didn't have, that this guy's maps, these maps they claimed existed of routes. Well, they told us that these were from African sailors that had been sailing these seas. Well, that turned out to be a lie too. They ain't had no Africans sail out of nowhere trying to get to America. They still ain't sailing out on no ships trying to get here. And as I'm saying, I took a job in college as a librarian for one reason. to get whatever knowledge they had up in there. You know, because if you read this book, y'all ever read that book called Roots?
By any chance,
You
is
know,
that where they get the idea for the movie?
and then you seen the movie off the book.
Yep.
Well, we all three have lived long enough to find out that guy had committed plagiarism. That he had stole 81 pages out of another man's book of fiction.
Oh my God.
And pasted it in and made his book and passed it off on all us black people, so-called black people, as real, saying that I know for a fact my ancestors come from Africa. Kunta Kinte was brought over here on a slave ship, made a slave, escaped. And
And
know
that
us,
ain't even true, right?
We're into that. And it wasn't even true. And
Wow.
then that was just one guy didn't know the truth. And then, as you know, like I'm saying, I'm from before Roots with this knowledge that I was getting that there was no way for ships to sail straight over here. But we were taught to believe that Christopher Columbus, 1492, sailed the slave ships over here and landed the Pilgrims on Plymouth Rock. That's taking all those stories and putting them all together to tell one lie. Christopher Columbus' name wasn't even Christopher Columbus. You know?
Wow.
His name wasn't even Christopher Columbus in Latin means bring the baby to the new old world. In other words, bring Christianity to the heathens of America. You know, the indigenous people. Because those who are real slave owners and slaves were. You know, because we watch TV, ancient Rome, those are black people. Melanated. I like this, you know, it's the proper term, you know. And we saw it. You know, here's Caesar. He done beat you. Now he done enslaved and then all those white people, that's all not true. And made them slaves. We conquer you. We kill off or enslave all the men, enslave all the children, and rape and impregnate all the women in one generation. You will not know who you used to be. In one generation. Because your children are already enslaved. And my mother used to tell me when I said, Mama, if we ain't black and we ain't African, what are we? She said, we're colored. And I'm like, colored? Yeah, we're colored people. Because during my mother was born in 1918. And my mama was the baby out of 7 children. And my grandfather was born before 1850. I got uncles that were born 1860, 1870, 1880, 1890 that all testified that the Caldwell family was never slaves. I'm like, but ain't that how we got back? And so my mama sent me, I call it indentured servitude now that I know what that word means, sent me to live with my auntie. You know, I'd leave, go to school in the morning, and then go back to her store because I was a little too much on my own, you know, running around loose. So she said, I know how to calm you down. I'm going to go put you to work, and you will calm down. Your brain will get used up with all the knowledge about running a business. And I swear to God, ladies and gentlemen, that's what I preach. Children should be taught how to own a business. And that way, they ain't going to have no time to be going to jail. I have a 0 incident rate of no violence at none of my shows. And also 0 people going to jail or prison that worked with me. Because we did shows every week. every week. I mean, I had a kid that was 15 on my team. He's like 35 now and done had 2 heart attacks, but ain't never been to
Wow.
jail for nothing. You know, nothing. And there's hundreds more like him. That is the reason why I'm doing podcasting, is to try to get big enough that it'll get their damn attention. Because up until now, it ain't got none of them's attention. I'm looking on the wrong side. I should be backstage with y'all reading lips. Here I go. You know, I used to have like 3,000 people, friends on Facebook. And I was only seeing what about 20, 30 of them were saying. So you know what I did? I did the same thing y'all did. I went and dumped all those people off. I'm like, man, you ain't gonna support me. What are you on my channel for?
Right.
Come to find out, that's what Facebook did that to us on purpose, man. They give you I was so into what I was doing. They faked and call themselves give me a job. And what they would do is every day they would give me like 50 comments on the channel. And then I was given 3 sections to give 3 different types of responses to why I answered or felt this way about any of my stuff. And it was all a plot, man, because one day I got so good at their stuff, they said, okay, you're done. We don't need you no more. I'm like, why? And they wouldn't tell me the truth. But the next thing I know, I saw what they did, I've been in Facebook jail 79 times. They put me in Facebook jail one time for typing too fast.
I go to jail often.
Wait a minute. They put you in Facebook jail for typing too fast?
Yep.
They said I was posting too rapidly. They could not keep up with me, and they couldn't tell if I was shooting spam or what, because they couldn't keep up. You know how right now this show right here is being processed, but it can't fully be processed until you release it from StreamYard to Facebook, if that's what you're on. But YouTube, Facebook, Facebook, you got to read everything everybody says, and then at the same time be releasing on like a 5-second delay. Well, I was posting to all these different people too fast. They said you're posting too fast. They put me in Facebook jail for tagging too many people. I tagged 21 people one time, and they put me on. You can't work here no more. And then when they came back, I learned, okay, 20 is the max, right? And then they told me you're posting too fast. Do you know these people that you're friending? You can't friend people you don't know. I'm like, well, how you let all these porn people get on my list that ain't my friend, if that's the case? Well, am I the one that's wrong? Because you know the system too well. You're too good at this. You're undeserving of us having.
All right.
How
you doing, Miss T?
So, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was speaking to the chat.
So the reason why I have stayed here is I want to get that monetization so that I can do like you. I can put my merchandise up on here. They gave me a strike last year. They called it spam, scam, and deceptive practices. Why? Because I posted a poster of one of my artists' T-shirts in my live, and they said that was spam, scam, and deceptive practices, and gave me a strike for that. Last year, I worked my way through like 8 different strikes. I never got 3 of them in a row. I refused that part. Get me 2, and then I'm gonna quit. Down in the corner like a bad kid, and I'm gonna outlive those 2 strikes. And then I outlived those 2 strikes, and the next week I get a
Yeah,
You know,
they
it
done
was
added so many
content.
rules now. It's crazy.
I learned the thing to do, Will, is abide by their guidelines. So go read the guidelines. I said, I don't need to read the guidelines. I know.
Uh-oh. Lost connection.
What do you mean?
No, we lost connection on his end.
He got that knowledge. I look at that channel all the time. He's smart. Very smart.
Hey, we got. I'm getting echo from here. I can't hear too good on there.
Yeah.
Yep, I'm good. We got Big Money T in chat. Miss T, let me hold some. Dude, got all the money. The biggest celebrity there is. It's an honor to have you. You probably take yours off now.
Huh?
I put it on what you call mute on the computer. You just gotta hit unmute from the thing.
Yeah, Miss T say the ballers are live. Oh wow.
Where at, Miss T? Where at?
The ballers. Everybody just don't know. Miss T low key baller, yeah. She put up a good smoke screen now. I give you that. You good. You good. I'm just taking notes. There you go.
I was going to say to you guys, you know, up here, and I appreciate that. And I know you're going to keep going on with your show. So I'm not going to drop my link because my show is going to start in like 6 minutes, and I don't want you to feel like I just came over to step on your neck and take your viewers away and have them. You know, most people in your chat don't even know me.
All right, go ahead.
But I'm gonna start coming to chat more often.
Nancy,
I haven't talked to you in such a long time.
I watch your
haven't been
channel
on in a
all the
while.
time. Yeah, I be coming to your channel.
You do?
Yes, I do. I watch your finances and all that.
Well, then come on down. Right now, since I have such a big mix of people that come, you know, I'm back to playing my music because I've learned. Look, you see this? This is what my mama taught me. Take notes. And I got pages and pages of notes, and a lot of what's in these notes is what music not to play. But I've done such a fine job that now YouTube issues me out play mixes, and it says this: mixes created for you from YouTube, so that you don't even have to worry about, you know, getting copyright written on. And
good,
because that's what I do. Is I went back to what I do, because I wanted to say that there's this guy named Kuri Mayo, Awa. Okay. He's a Dominican, you know, but you know, he's melanated like us, just got light skin, right? This guy has spent the money, because it costs money to go find out the truth about Native Americans all being Africanoid looking people. You know, this is a Native American country, and all of them, you know, on TV they're showing us all these white people with these wigs on, pretending to be and all those cavalrymen pretending to be all non-melanated too. Do y'all know who Mr. Bass was?
No.
Y'all familiar with who? Okay, Steve Bass is the originator of where the concept for the Lone Ranger came from.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was a Texas Ranger and an ex-slave. Killed his slave owner and went on off, met up with another guy that was a deputy marshal, and became known as the man who always gets his man. And that evolved into a TV character known as the Lone Ranger. And to give it perspectives is why Tonto is in there and Lone Ranger wears a black mask. But to get the sensationalism in it, he was put on a white horse with a white hat and white shirt, to give, while he's telling the story of a black man, he's got all this whiteness in it so that we stay confused. And that's Hollywood's fault. But y'all look that up. Steve Bass, I'll tell you that's who. Or if you say, where did the character for Lone Ranger come from? And then it'll go straight to him. Another thing, let me ask you this. Y'all remember, y'all kind of young, but did you ever hear of Amos and Andy?
Yes. Our uncle told us
yeah.
about them.
Most of us did. Yeah. But did she tell you that those voices were the voices of white people? Talking like, yeah. Those are white men, two white men's voices.
They show their dressed in black faces.
Yeah, because they came from black face. White people with black face.
Black face, because they both had black face, yes.
Yeah, and they would make a lot more money in black face than they would as white people. Right? And then somebody came up with a great idea. Let's just take two black people and nilly vanilly their asses. We're gonna have you two guys speaking, and they're gonna be two black faces. The whole world of black America will levitate towards them two black men being heroes in their community. And then we learned there was two white men's voices.
Right.
Buffalo Soldiers. Now, see, what I'm getting at is this is what I do in real life. But in here, podcasting like this, I found this guy named Kuri Mayo that has spent all this time, all this money to get the receipts that proves the truth on so many different things that black people would argue with you forever that ain't true. Why? Because in here, we've been told what we all assumed was the truth. We're all educated from the lies we were told in history and on TV. Right. It's like even with Malcolm X. Remember when he made that speech about we didn't land on Plymouth Rock, meaning that we wasn't brought here as slaves to the white man, but that Plymouth Rock landed on us?
Right.
Y'all ever heard that speech?
Yes.
Cool. Okay. Because in 62, before he went to the Mecca, he thought just like all other Marcus Garvey. Y'all remember? Did y'all have Marcus Garvey in class in school?
No, but we heard from I heard about him, and since I've been living in Georgia.
Yeah, Marcus Garvey. Everybody looks at him like a hero. That he was something for black people because he pushed the Back to Africa movement. He was real big on the Back to Africa movement. Even with the Ku Klux Klan, he was buddy with the Klan because he believed in separatism. That if they could help him finance a Back to Africa and take all the black people out of America, and we could just leave this to the white man, give it back to the white man. And the white man ain't even from here. There ain't no white man from here. Them people was indentured servants from Great Britain, kicked out of there for being, criminals, and sent over here on ships. If anybody was sent over here on ships, it was the white people from Great Britain, Scotland, Ireland. Because Scotland, the name of Scotland means prison. And when the Scots banded together and defeated the Romans, and the Romans retreated, it left Scotland to fend for itself. Britain couldn't do nothing about it. Like, hey man, y'all just gonna pack up and leave? Yeah, dude. We got to go fight the Ottomans on the other side of Asia with the king of Spain, Ferdinand, black man, him and his wife, the ones that brought disaster to America, invaded southern part of the United States after the islands, after so-called Columbus, came back and told him, hey man, there's that place over there has got something more valuable than gold. He said, what's that? People that don't speak our language. We can fool them with paperwork and tell them that if you don't give us up your land, we can enslave you or kill you off. And then they killed or enslaved over 11 million Native Americans all the way across and down to South America until they were gone. And then that's when that guy, what's that? Napoleon came here and tried to follow up behind them with his little half dark skin, half light skin, and got his butt kicked in Hades. And then he was over there in a war with the Ottomans too. So he had to give up over here because he already got beat. Why come back here? Go fight in Europe, next door to where you live. And that's what the Louisiana Purchase is. All that so-called land he had, said is mine. When he left here, it was up for grabs. America said, hey, man, we'll give you $3 million for all of it. And he couldn't help but take it. And he never got paid. He said, boy, bring your ass over here again. We'll run you away some more. Don't ever come around here again. You know how it goes. We took your shit. Don't come here, And so those kind of informations are in this guy's teachings and his readings. He reads the information straight out the books of the people that wrote it, and then not just one book, because you could take any one book, and if you read just that, you would be so confused. I'm a true Freemason descendant, so I don't have to read the Bible. I don't have to read the Quran in the Arabic and in English translation to show what the difference was between the original writing and the abridged English editions. Totally two different books, right? I done read the book of Enoch. I know that King James, the sixth Black King of England, wrote the King James version of the Bible, but that the Piso family, P-E-C-O, wrote the New Testament and created Jesus. For what? To discredit the so-called Jews. And what we call Jews are not even Jews. They're Chazars from the Chazar Mountains. As this sect of people that call them Jews, because a true Hebrew is called a Judean from Judah. And then the conversion to use this word of Jew, these people ain't Jews. They're Sephardic Jews that were run out of Spain and run out of France. They went to Great Britain to get on ships claiming they had converted to Christianity to get over here so that they could set up and mess up this whole world, this whole country. In essence, that being the same color skin as you and me, but not being from here, they were classed in the census as white. Then it wasn't about the color of your skin. If you're from Europe, you're classed as white. If you were a free Native American, you was classed as white. And then if you was classed as Negro, is because the word spread that we were Negroes and not Native Americans. See about that one generation? Wipe out your original generation, and that next generation of children will be spreading a lie. But that's all I can give y'all for today. I hope I got y'all some watch time hours today this way,
You did.
And I see you got it. Okay.
Yeah, yes,
so,
yes, sir. We
come
appreciate
on
it.
over.
I am. Drop your link for us so we can come on
much,
over. Drop your link for us.
Okay, great. Okay, I can do that right now. Here we go. This is the link. I'm gonna probably be in there for like 3 hours. So
okay, well,
plenty of time. And I appreciate y'all letting me come up on the panel today. Okay, I really appreciate this.
We really appreciate you coming through.
Dropping that knowledge to us.
Thank you very much.
Yes, sir. That was some good gems there. We really appreciate that. Y'all, everybody in the chat, make sure y'all go check him out now. That was some good teaching there, boy. Well, Nancy, you got anything else?
Yeah, I'm coming. I'm just fixing my thing.
Okay, dokie.
Tell
Yep.
me what you got coming up.
For it's like show wise.
Uh-huh. And what you doing? Tell them about your car club.
Yeah. So for everybody that don't know, I'm now in a car club. Yep, it's official. So I'm pretty happy about that. I got my shirt, got my decal. I'm good to go. So yes, that work has paid off. Really happy. And you will be seeing a lot of more car shows on my channel coming up. Because now that I'm in the club, I will get more access to more shows. So yeah, be on the lookout.
Thank y'all for coming. I really appreciate y'all. We had fun in here tonight. We had April Showers and Papa Will dropping out some knowledge. We enjoyed that tonight. And you see I'm a redhead tonight, huh? Yeah. I like my redness. What you think, Ronnie? You like it?
Yep, looks good.
Yes. But I enjoyed all y'all tonight. Miss T with the T. Throw us some money, Miss T.
Yep, I appreciate y'all too. I'm about to go feed my face.
He about to go feed his face, y'all. Well, y'all have a good night and love you.